A sermon for Plough Sunday 2022. The smell of freshly ploughed land is one of the countryside's most evocative scents. For me, it provides a moment to stand still and breathe deeply. This fleeting waft of true earthiness loses its intensity quickly. I found it's best to savour it, internalise it, and simply let it do its stuff. In the dark harshness of the winter countryside, it holds the whisper of expectation, of new beginnings and fertility. The aroma of newly ploughed soil can provide profound moments of connection with God's creation. Visually, ploughing also provides us with something of a living liturgy. The surface of the land is broken. The remnants of last year's crops are buried deep. The soil is turned so that a fresh, shiny surface faces the world. It's ready to accept the seeds of the new season's crops. When I'm with old, wise farmers, I sense that the practice of annual ploughing has shaped them. They're used to putting the past season behind them, physically burying it and refocusing on a new agricultural year with hope and anticipation. Those of us rooted in the practice of repentance, confession and absolution might sense some familiar parallels. It was a ploughman who gave me the words that I've used in many Plough Sunday reflections. Cleanse me, Lord. Make me like a clean field. Plant what you will, and at harvest I'll give you the yield. Ploughing requires considerable skill. The expertly ploughed field represents something of a work of art. Awesome ploughing matches are testament to this art. They're highly competitive and great days of celebration of the skills of agricultural workers. Plough Sunday gives us the opportunity to acknowledge all of this. We also affirm the great heritage of connections between church and the land. The communal plough, often overwintered in the parish church, was brought out of hibernation on Plough Sunday. Plough and ploughman were blessed, fortified, inspired and encouraged to return to the land. Present Plough Sunday celebrations continue to bring God's blessing on us and our work in dark, cold January. But changes are afoot in agricultural practice. Mindful of environmental concerns, many farmers are turning away from ploughing in favour of minimum tillage cultivation methods. On some land, a reduction in ploughing is restoring and improving soil health. Unploughed land maintains more organic matter, increasing its natural fertility. Sometimes ploughing was simply cutting the soil too harshly. It was allowing the natural goodness to seep out. When ploughing has been at the heart of agricultural practice, expertise, social gatherings and spirituality of the countryside for centuries, such changes can feel deeply unsettling. It's just one amongst many significant changes in UK agriculture. So, do such changes render Plough Sunday obsolete? Well, I don't think so. Plough Sunday connects us to the land and especially to those who work it. The climax of any Plough Sunday service is to ask God's blessing on the soil and on the people and on their work. In times of darkness and unprecedented change, the gift of God's blessing given freely and generously is not to be underestimated. The appointed psalm for today, Psalm 29, is entitled "The Voice of God in a Great Storm." In verse 11, the psalm concludes, May the Lord give strength to his people. May the Lord bless his people with peace. When storms of change, of pandemic storms, and loneliness hit us in midwinter, strength and peace can seem elusive. Plough Sunday provides the opportunity to let God's voice speak into all that threatens to unsettle us. And strangely, minimum tillage cultivation might add some fresh Plough Sunday themes. The winter of 2022 doesn't feel like a winter that calls for harshness on ourselves. It's not a time for cutting deep. It's a winter that cries out for gentleness, one where we recognise the goodness in us and around us, and allow it to be undisturbed so that it can quietly grow. Acts of kindness and friendship grow from such goodness. Such kindness can be life-saving. Quiet goodness is easily drowned out in the storm of noisy negative voices. Receiving God's blessing this Plough Sunday assures us of the goodness of the Creator God, goodness that's nurtured in our souls and in the soul of the earth, our precious soil. And when all is well with our souls, we can step out into the world, as Christ did from the baptism waters of the River Jordan, ready to face life renewed, strengthened, and in peace.